Welcome back, guys. Look who's back home, finally. It's got new injectors, new Huey pump, new starter, new batteries, a couple new hoses. Does it start better?
Should we find out?
So that thing, ever since we owned it, was just hard starting and just, it got worse and worse and worse and worse over the years. Now, I don't know how much it costs, but at least it's startable, and hopefully we'll start outside when it's below 50 degrees. We're gonna let that thing air up a little bit, and then I think he's gonna try and turn it in here and unfold the booms. There's a solenoid on there he was having trouble with last spring, so we will look into that issue. I heard a massive air leak up in where the issue was. And it's still leaking. That looks expensive. I think this is where the issue was. So we took the whole box off just for ease of working on it. We're thinking it's this one here. It's leaking air externally where it shouldn't be. So I've called Ziegler and they're looking into parts. And should we take bets? What do you think of this house?
Do you know?
No, she
Because I don't like taking
had
those
no
kind of
idea. I
bets.
had to send her pictures of what we're talking about, but I bet you 1,000.
1,000, okay. So if I guess $9.99, anything below that, I'm right. I'm closer. We'll do that.
I hope you're right.
Price is right.
Is that what the
I
funny
want
guy?
like an all-inclusive trip if I win. Or they give away like a massage seat and a home workout gym. It's randomest little stuff.
What do you suppose this wire's for?
90-foot booms, so it's not for us.
Well, that project's kind of on hold for parts, unfortunately, but we're done trucking now. We got everything delivered that needs to be done, so we're doing the best walkthrough that we can, and Brody's up in the neck of the trailer. It's maybe up there in the worst spots to have to wash, but it is extremely necessary to get that gravel, salt out of there. Brody! Hello! Are you having fun?
So fun.
Oh, so he does that, and then he also goes up in here. Same thing, it's open up in there. You can wash everything down and out. This is a 2007, I believe, trailer, and it's actually in really, really good shape, and we'd like to keep it that way. We had another delivery for the spray trailer, and I believe some of the last major components besides hosing and valve, as you know, you're gonna run into needing more for you don't exactly know how you're gonna run your hoses and stuff. It's supposed to come the end of this week, hopefully, but this is our summer's express fill that we got for it. So I believe we got 240s, 280 tanks here. It works on a Venturi style, so you can bypass the Venturi if you're just filling the sprayer. You can choke that back or shut it off to induct products. It's supposed to induct, I think they said like around 50 gallons a minute of actual product it will induct. So there's how you induct into there. So it's pressurizing, so you always got fresh water coming from these big tanks. You can have this set up to, I don't know, whatever you want for rinsing. Otherwise you got a wand rinser right here for spraying stuff down. Jug rinse. So you push down on this and it squirts water up in the jug, cleans that out. You're gonna hook up meters here to pumps for filling it with product. When you close the lid, these knobs, whatever, push down on all these so you can close it and run a rinse cycle on it and rinse out your inductors. And then you can rinse your manifold out too, so all of that you can run, so there'll be no product left in here after you're done emptying that, so you get all your product to your sprayer, which is the goal. So pretty excited about that. It's easy to take off, put back on if you want. It sits on a metal subframe that you can shove in there. So I'm excited for it. Don't know yet, but pump pressure has to go in here and then product comes out there. I did add a switch here, and then I'm putting a 12 volt 5 gallon per minute pump on so that I don't have to run the motor to be able to operate this, and maybe fresh hand washing water. I always wanted that on a different trailer, and now it's my opportunity to do that. Otherwise you got to be listening to the pump idle and run while you're rinsing jugs or doing whatever. So we did add that. Not sure how we're gonna plumb it in yet, but we'll figure that out. What I also want to do with this, once we get the rest of the stuff on and know exactly how everything's gonna lay out, is I want to order one of those like camper roll down canopies, come up with some posts and mount that on, and then roll it out for, if I'm on a big field, I'm gonna be in the sun a lot. It'll still be open concept, like the wind will be blowing any smell or chemical away, but I'll be in shade. Sounds like a good idea to me. It is so slippery. So slippery. Terrible. I'm gonna go plug in a tractor that I think we've got a problem. I know we got a problem, so I'll show you when I get there. Alright, so this is the 450. And we were in here getting that seed tender trailer out a couple days ago, and we got Eric seen it when we were over by the door. See that shiny puddle back there? I don't know what that one is, but we got looking, and this has been gone through, but it's coming from somewhere in there. So I need to get this to the shop, get the pressure washer up in there. I'm glad it happened in the shed, obviously. I don't want to have to work on it, but I'm glad that it's here and not somewhere in the field miles from home broke down with no oil in it. So we're gonna plug that in and maybe get it in the shop this afternoon. All right, we got her plugged in. What that means, if you don't know, is that is a little block heater that heats up the antifreeze, so when it's more kindly to start. The other thing I'm gonna do, I was at Runnings the other day and I seen these automatic maintainers for batteries, and we've never owned one before, but we got some for these trucks because they always seem to go dead and then the batteries freeze. And I found them and they're like cheap. They're like 15 bucks a piece. Now we got like 10 of them, which sounds expensive, but one tractor battery or truck battery is probably like $200, so it's cheap. I got one on there, on this truck, that truck. Now I'm gonna put them on the quads. Pretty straightforward. You put this on, plug it in, and it keeps your battery topped off so they don't run down and freeze and go to junk right away. Working with gloves don't work. The most challenging part of the whole deal is getting cords ran around. I'm gonna be using a lot of these, but they don't use a lot of voltage, so we should be just fine. Oh, what a maze. Get that one plugged in. You have to have the kill switch on to charge these from the post. Just a fun fact. We got this one plugged in. So, one job checked off the list for the day. We got tripping hazards everywhere. Now he's in the funner spot. I keep checking on him because I'm gonna help him foam this. Just not there yet. Spraying! Cleaning! I've been taking videos of you up in there.
I No
when
idea.
you were up in the axles.
You were in that one?
I was watching you.
You didn't see my light die?
No.
My
Look
light,
at this.
my light died and I couldn't see anything.
You don't have to just burn that shirt.
It is a Ford sweatshirt.
It is a Ford sweatshirt. Foaming them up. Look at the dirt leaving. Beautiful. Oh, that cleaned up nice. We just ate dinner and gonna head over to the shed, see if that tractor will talk to us. Get it in here, probably pressure wash that area up and get it over the pit. Stop! Stop, wait for me! Oh!
Where to?
Where are we going?
Look at that.
I don't know. Where are you going?
Oh.
He's joyriding. Like, you can tell when Brody's driving something how it just doesn't get rotted on as bad as when Eric's driving.
Hit the brakes once, bro.
Oh, get on.
Look out!
Hear it?
They're fighting.
Does your seat move? Oh. Break it in. I didn't bring gloves. I can't open the door. Oh, Brody has gloves.
No, it just warmed up in here, so I'm gonna stay here for a while.
See how it does in the snow.
Can
we try it?
No, it don't have tracks on it. And it's clean. We just got window tint on it. They're gonna do it, aren't they? They're gonna ruin it. They got it in one wheel wonder mode. They just wave. I like how they just take off and leave me to open this door for 5 minutes. I hear them. They like my new toy, my new work toy. Have you ever seen anyone so unmotivated for the day? Because I see two of them. She sounds chilly! Well, that fired right up. Okay, we need a shop rearrangement here. Where do we start? Well, Brody's washing up that area on that tractor. We moved some stuff around in the shop so we can get that in. But we're gonna unhook this trailer in the shed. We are done hauling with for sure this truck. But unless something happens with the price, we probably won't be hauling until after spring planting. So time to unhook this in here. Gotta be backed in, cocked sideways, and where that pickup's at. Yeah, looking good. Keep coming just like that. Maybe start straightening it out. Straight back, keep her coming. You're stuck. You spun out. Like he didn't know that. What I'd really like is another door just like that, right here. But it would be expensive because all the wiring is right there. But it would be nice. Looking good. Keep her coming. Still looking good. It's perfect. Keep coming just like that. Start jackknifing it harder. Ooh, this is getting kind of close. This is getting kind of close. Okay, hang on. I think we need to be north more. Yeah, pull it ahead, try to get maybe 2 feet more. All right, attempt number 4. It is more challenging than you think. It's just too tight. It's too tight. All right, turn it to the north a little bit. Keep coming. Yeah, that looks good. If we could have done that the first attempt, we'd have no problem. It's not perfectly straight with the with this truck, but I think that'll be fine. It'll maybe allow room to get this out if we need it. I think so, yeah. And when this is gone, we should be able to get either of these out if we need. Doing good.
I didn't go all the way up with it to move the 100 yards.
Yeah.
This one works so well.
So this truck goes on a fertilizer trailer, 28% liquid trailer this spring, so it needs to be unhooked. We're gonna bring it in the shop, let it dry out from being washed, and then grease it at some point. Make sure she's ready for the run. Come on out! Spinning! So fun fact about this parking spot's normally where you'd like to park your semis hooked up. Well, none of our triple axle trucks and trailers will fit in here. It's 75 wide, but that's the outside to outside, and you lose a good foot on each side due to wall, like girts and stuff. So they don't fit in here. That's why they always sit in the shop, which gets to be inconvenient when you want to use the wash bay. And it's also like just like it don't fit by like a disappointing amount, like 6 inches. This is what a clean wash bay looks like. Me and Brody been working on it. 2 skid loader buckets came off out of the drain that came off of 3 semis and hoppers. That was a job. And Eric greased that. I kind of helped him get the tractor over the pit and see what kind of leaking issues we have. Hello! What?
What? How hard do I think the 91 foot's gonna pull compared to the 84?
Yeah.
Just a little tougher.
Feather.
About 7 feet tougher.
Is that the math?
That adds up.
14 feet around?
Carry the
Calculate that, how many more acres per hour that's going to be.
Is it 14 feet around them drums? It seems a lot.
No, 14 feet wider per round.
Well,
That'd be a big drum.
is it 36-foot drum? 36-inch drums? That's like just over 9 feet round. Diameter times pi.
But they roll the sheets at an angle, so how's that work?
You just gain more inches. So how much faster am I going to be at 13 miles an hour?
13 now, we're upping the speed.
What were you at, 12?
We'll go 10. 10 times 5,280 times 91, but we'll do 90 feet.
89.
We'll just do 84-foot swath. What if I did the whole spring, forgot to change swath, and I was doing 84 feet?
Well, then you might be the dumbest person in the world.
So that's a lot. Divide that by 4,000.
He lost me in
43,560. How many square feet in an acre?
Yeah, 43,560.
It's 110 acres an hour.
No, it says 109.
Well, I rounded up.
You can't round up.
And now you got 83 feet times 10 miles an hour times 5,280 divided by 4,3,560. 101.
So you gain 10 acres an hour.
9.
Take that times a, 14-hour day? 10 acres more per hour?
That's 1,400 acres more.
When?
I did the math wrong at the end there. It'd be, 140 acres.
Well, I can't plant that fast, so.
140 acres, but I don't get to start till like 10 o'clock.
At night.
Night
I'm
shift.
just gonna have like 500 acres down, and then I'll call you.
That'll work. That'll work. I'll tuck them in really nice. 140 acres more a day that you can do with that.
Almost a whole nother quarter.
That's insane.
And you can literally just work another 15 minutes and have a full quarter done.
Right. That's gonna be sweet. Now the bummer of it's gonna be on the headland. Yeah, double passing the headland. I'll be so far out in the field.
14 more feet than you used to be. That,
Right.
that changes the difference.
I'm not gonna double pass. There might be some skips, so keep the head off the ground. Watch out for rocks.
You just run them out anyways with your big sprayer turns.
It's because the transmission's shot.
All right, guys, with that being said, I think we're gonna end the video. We did look at that. It looks like we're gonna let it sit, but I don't think it's gonna leak in here because I think it's the cold temperature shrinking the rubber. It's where a hose slides over a steel hose, and I think the clamps just need to be tightened. Is what I'm hoping for. Anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.